All right. Welcome, everyone. My name is Rita Fleming. I'm really excited to be one of the hosts today and share about some of my favorite topics and subjects. And today we're going to be talking about 4 really important pillars of health. Planetary health, which is the foundation of everything, right? If we don't have that, we don't have our health and we don't have our financial well-being either. Human health, which is huge, right? That's also our foundation to living our deeper purpose and passion and quality of life and connecting with our relationships in the ways and the capacity in which we want to. And financial health is another really important pillar. And what's crazy is 80% of Americans are in debt, and financial stress is one of the biggest stressors that impacts not only our health, but the quality of our relationships. So, we're going to be diving into that, as well as how to connect with our deeper purpose by aligning with our core values. So, my background is in regenerative health. My name's Rita Fleming, and I've been connected to this purpose and this community and this company over the last 3 years and really dedicated myself to this mission because I believe in it so deeply, and it solved so many problems for myself and my community. And one of the things that I want to connect in on about is our ultimate lifestyle transformation. And as a result of that, how that has transformed and impact people's lives and their health and their quality of life so they can really do the things that they want to do and reduce inflammation, and so many other things. We're going to share so many great stories on that. But what really speaks to me about that program is that the quality of food impacts our quality of life. And right now we're living in a world where we're dealing with so much undernourishment and over toxicity, and 99% of our soils are depleted of the micronutrients that we need to really thrive. And so, how can we get to the root cause of that and really support people in their vitality? So, that's going to be the first thing that we're talking on today. I'm going to bring on my dear friend Anna as well to share her story. And, one of the other reasons that this speaks so deeply to me is because 70 to 85% of chronic diseases can be prevented if we get our nutrients right, if we get our food systems right, and we really have the tools to support our lifestyle and dive into exercise. So there's so much unnecessary suffering happening out there, and there really are incredible solutions. So I'm very grateful to Amy and Dave, who have really dedicated the last 30 years of their life to making these solutions available to us. And before I pass it off, I want to share a little bit about my own health story. And 3 years ago, I found these amazing nutrient dense superfoods that we're talking about today. And I was looking for a solution. I had chronic pain for over 10 years from a car accident. And through regenerative health, I was able to get out of that chronic pain, which was amazing. And I wanted to be able to share those principles and those solutions with more people and make a larger impact. And something that was really missing was that nutrient density piece. I felt how nutrient lacking our food was, and how important it was to find a solution for that. And so after I added these superfoods in, within 3 days, the lights just came on in my body. And I started to feel just more like myself and more alive, and more energy, and cravings started to go away. And then within 3 months or 90 days of just staying consistent and adding these superfoods in, I got back to a level of athleticism I hadn't been in 15 years. So it really brought me home to myself, and I had so much energy and I felt so good that I actually signed up for a 5K race, which was only the second time I'd ever done that in my life, and was completely off the couch. And I hadn't been practicing or running. I hadn't been able to for many, many years. And with these superfoods, what happened is I ended up getting 8th place. And when I crossed the finish line, I just felt so energized. And everyone that was coming in behind me was tired and exhausted, and they were really well-trained athletes. And so I was just shocked and amazed. And I was like, whoa, the power of superfoods and how amazing this is. So just seeing how much it's transformed my own life and our community, I'm so excited to share this with you all today. And I want to pass it off to my dear sister, Anna, who we've known each other for years. We've traveled all over, been to Costa Rica together, been through a hurricane together, as well as so many of important life moments. So I'm excited, Anna, to hear your story and to be working with you in this way.
Thank you so much, Rita. It's so good to be with all of you here today. And I'm really excited to share my story. Just like Rita, this is such a passion for me to share. I really feel like it's my life's mission because it has made such an impact on me, as well as my mom specifically, and my whole community. So yeah, I'll share a little. I'll just pick up where Rita ended. 6 years ago, Rita and I were traveling through Costa Rica, and I told her, I was like, I am so sick of being sick. And my whole life, I've had yeast infections and chronic UTIs and ear infections, ovarian cysts, and it was just frequent. It was very much my life, and I just went with it and took the antibiotics to shove it down more until it surfaced again. So I took her hand, she took my hand in Costa Rica and said, well, are you ready to make a change? And I said, I am, because I know I want children and I do not want to pass this down to them. And so the next day, that was my shift. I gave up foods that weren't serving my body anymore, and I implemented beautiful organic fruits and vegetables and grains. And as a new plant-based person, I was still craving a lot of that vegan junk food. So honestly, I was still on that as well. So 3 years later, I'm still solid on my plant-based lifestyle, but I'm noticing I'm still getting sick. And I'm still not having the energy that I wanted to run through the mountains, which is such a passion of mine. And so it was about the same time Rita and I met these beautiful superfoods I'm about to talk about. And that was indeed the missing link. It was the quality of the food, the quality of the soil, the nutrient dense. That's what my body was craving that whole time, my whole life. And I know that it's a human need and desire for all of us to have this level of nutrition. And again, that's why I back this company up, done my research. It feels so good about what I'm sharing 100%. And so I'm just gonna go straight into it. Let's see, first we have our power shake. And if you notice, this is a beautiful compostable, it's the first non-GMO bag that our owners actually created, because they said, what, it doesn't make any sense that we're putting our beautiful non-GMO foods into GMO compostable bagging, so they made their own. That's the level of dedication that we have here. And so the power shake within this is our greens. This is like our micro dense cellular nutrition. It oxygenates our body. It gives us that energy, just really alkalining our whole body so that we can become that human that we're designed to be without disease. When our bodies are alkalined, it's harder for disease to exist inside of our bodies. So that gives us that foundation base layer. And the next product is a revolutionary product that is actually the only clinically certified product to remove glyphosate. Glyphosate is the leading chemical in Roundup, and it is found everywhere. And it absolutely wreaks havoc when it enters into our body. It's designed to kill life, it's designed to kill weeds, and it does not know the difference between weeds and our cells. So when it goes into us, it's going to wreak havoc. And we see this in all sorts of different diseases that are unfortunately very common these days. So the Biomedic is an all natural, just capsule pulling out. I just take one of those. I'm breastfeeding and pregnant right now, so I just take one. Most people take two. It's totally safe for breastfeeding and pregnancy, which is so amazing because umbilical cord. So I've been fortunate enough to find these products before my first pregnancy, and now I'm on my second one, making sure my babies come out clean and ready to shine bright like they're meant to. So the Biometric.
We can't hear you, Anna. For some reason, it sounds like really far away.
Cleaning out that glyphosate so that our
Oh,
gut biome can have that diversity that's necessary.
Rita, are you able to get her attention?
Anna.
Oh, no, she's on mute. Wait, stop.
Anna,
We can't hear you. We can't hear you very well.
Not sure when that happened. But Biometric.
there we go.
For your gut.
You're back on.
Awesome. So yeah, really helping the gut microbiome stay diverse, what we need to break down diseases and really keep our immunity up. Okay, next is this beautiful capsulated. This is our vegan protein of the system, and it's a really gorgeous way of getting our protein that does not affect our elimination organs. And what I mean by this is it's 99% biodigestible, bioavailable for our body to absorb into our tissues, into our brain and blood, our hair, just really getting into our whole system, supporting us. So again, pregnancy, I'm on like double, sometimes triple of these. It gives me such profound, clean energy, and I know that I'm feeding my baby the best possible as well. So these are amazing. When we're eating protein, or we're consuming, say, like a protein dense food, we're not actually digesting most of the protein, only like 7 to 9%, something like so low, and we're putting a lot of effort on those digestive systems, so the elimination system. So that is amazing. And then the apothecary is the one ingredient wonder, I like to call it, because it is only organic dark cherry in a concentrated. So this, if you take it as it's said, it will last about a month. You just mix it with water, and most people like to do it at night because it does regulate our circadian rhythm and get us into, especially at night, get us into that deep REM sleep where we're doing a lot of our repairing and elimination. So it's, again, supporting those elimination organs and allowing us to sleep super deep, wake up feeling rejuvenated and ready to go throughout our day. In the ULT, the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, we also have the Super Cleanser. And this is that deep dive into the colon, the intestines, to get those parasites out. And again, if you're like me and Rita, we've traveled around, we have not been too careful what we've been eating. You might have some parasites living in you from a long time ago. You might not even know it. There's different ways to know that. Reach out to us if you're curious if maybe you do have some symptoms of parasites. But this is just an Ayurvedic herb cleanser that does wonders. I haven't taken in a while. This is the one product that's not safe for pregnancy or breastfeeding, but I feel good about what I'm doing. So, and then the last product is called the Zinc Aid. I don't have it on hand, but it's capsules, and it's a really beautiful. It's made out of guava leaves. So all of our food, like Rita said, is whole foods, the best quality we can possibly find. And this is made out of guava leaves. And what it does is just really supports our immune system. A lot of research have found people who have low immunities do not have enough zinc in their system. So our owners took that to heart, especially the last few years what we've been going through, and created this product, Zinc Aid. So that is also included in the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Plus Immune. And yeah, with that, I'm going to pass it back to Rita. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Anna. It's been amazing to watch your transformation and just hear the passion and dedication behind all of these superfoods, from the way that they're grown. They're actually grown in 96 feet deep of topsoil, which is incredible. I've never heard of that anywhere. And we're working with small farms and farmers. So the quality and purity is just above and beyond. And that's our number one goal. So thank you, Anna, for sharing your story and your wisdom and your knowledge. There's just so much that goes into this, and also to make it accessible to everyone. Is also in, food deserts or food apartheid areas, getting access to nutrient dense foods is so important. So we do that in a really affordable way. And it's, this lifestyle, this food has transformed my life so much that we just want to share it far and wide and make these resources accessible. I wish I had found out about this 15 years ago because it's just was that missing link where I tried everything, and this is what brought it all together and helped me to balance the hormones and like really reclaim that quality of life. So thank you, Anna. And if you want to connect in and learn more about our 30-day transformation programs, or just adding these superfoods into your daily ritual, for me, it actually reduces my food consumption by 2/3 because it's so nutrient dense. So it also saves me a ton on my grocery bill. Just connect in with the person who invited you here, and they can, connect you in with a discount and get you supported and set up based on what is best for your needs and your goals and what what you want to create in your life. So, and I also want to dive in today more about our business, as we talked about at the beginning of this call. Our foundational pillars are that planetary health, really rebuilding, giving back to our soils, going 100% plastic free, even creating our own home compostable non-GMO packaging, which is so far above and beyond. I really love the visionaries that we're working with, Dave and Amy, to make that possible. And then that financial well-being, that pillar of health, is so vital and important. And as I was saying, it's the number one cause of stress and, relationship conflict. So what we're working on is not only providing that health for our community, but also an avenue where, if you want to, you can also become a partner, become a brand partner, and share this with your community to make that larger impact. And when I started 3 years ago, as I said, my background's in regenerative health, and I was looking for a way of, I had suffered for so many years in my health, so many years trying everything. And I just wanted to get solutions out to other people so they did not have to suffer in that same way. And so this is the most amazing vehicle I've found to get health solutions out, to get nutrition out. And so in partnering with this community, I had no idea that it was going to completely transform my life on so many other levels. And now I'm getting to work with Anna and Terry and so many beautiful people who are really important in my life. And together we're able to make a massive ripple impact and a massive change from the roots up, from the grass up. And so that's been powerful, because when I had my regenerative health practice, I was only able to help 5 people a day. There's only so much time in the day. And now collectively as a community, by sharing our collective voices, we're able to impact thousands of people. And the stories just bring me to tears, the transformation that happens in people's quality of life. And in doing so, in helping people, I've also been able to create a residual income stream that has afforded me time freedom, which I did not have before. I was running around working 4 jobs, traveling the world, hosting different retreats, but none of it was sustainable. None of it was making the larger impact I wanted to make, and none of it was financially sustainable. I was just trading dollars for hours, working all the time, but never getting ahead, just making ends meet. And through this community and this platform, now I've been able to create that time freedom and really have my family be the center focus of my life, and be able to organize my schedule in ways that I want to. Yesterday, I went surfing with my sister and been hanging out with my nephews. And that is so important to me, to give people that quality of life and give people their time freedom back, because what isn't sustainable is trading dollars for hours. And we all get stuck in that. So creating a secondary residual income stream where you're making money while you're sleeping and you're making a larger impact, that has just been life-giving to me. And over the last, within 2 years, I was able to step into the top 6% of female income earners in the US, and now able to help so many other people to do the same thing. And that inspires me so much because, women in particular, we haven't had as much access to that financial sovereignty. And this is a vehicle, and this is a pathway to create it. And 90% of our income earners are females, are women. So it's awesome to be able to make that ripple impact and make that ripple change. And one of the crazy statistics I've been reading is that 10% of the millionaires in the world are men, or are women, and 90% are men. And so just imagining reallocating some of those resources into more people's hands, more women's hands, more people of color, more people who haven't had their voices shared as much, is really inspiring to me. So just the impact that can make in our communities is huge. And I want to have that financial freedom and that time freedom and that voice and that influence rippling out into our communities. And this has been such a powerful vehicle for me to do that, while aligning with my deeper values, my deeper passion, my deeper purpose. And one thing that I'm really passionate about studying is regenerative business. And when you look at regenerative business, the first thing that you're looking at is, can you make a bigger impact on yourself? Can you transform your quality of life? Can you increase your personal development and become a better person? That's like pillar one. And that's really what this business has been for me, is that ability to step into a deeper level of growth and face fears that were limiting me, and keeping me stuck and stagnant, and help me to move beyond those into what I'm truly capable of and what my potential truly is. So that's one of the pillars. And the next one is, can you make a positive impact on your community? And this has been the vehicle for me to make the greatest positive impact on my community and help them to transform their lives. And then the third pillar is, can you make a larger impact globally and on the planet? And with everything that I've done throughout my life, whether it was volunteering or hosting retreats or you name it, I still wasn't able to make that larger planetary impact that I wanted to. And this, again, has been the vehicle to do that. So I want to pass it off to Anna to share a little bit of her story, and then we'll open it up to questions. But that's a little bit of my story and how this has impacted me and some of the solutions and resources that we provide here.
Thanks, Rita. So beautiful. I love hearing your wealth transformation story. Since I did know you when you were hustling and bustling, it's so beautiful to see your nervous system settle and for so many opportunities and things open up for you. So yeah, I was a massage therapist. That was my only job. I had a business in Crested Butte, Colorado, just working really hard, working with the tourist industry, and knowing that was not, it was wonderful to serve people, but it's not where I wanted to end up. And plus, I didn't know how I was ever going to make enough for retirement being a massage therapist. And so when the help came to me, when I started taking these superfoods, and I noticed drastic changes in my health, never seeing those chronic inflammations that I was, the chronic infections I was telling you about earlier, never have seen those again. I knew that, okay, this is a solution that I need to share, that people are waiting for me to tell them about this. That was a very strong message I got just 2 days after I started on these products. So I came back to my mentor and was like, all right, let's do this. I need to share it. And it's one of the best decisions of my life. So I went from being just a massage therapist to now having this tool of nutrition. And I don't have to know everything. I have support. I have specialists to lean on. And that was so encouraging for me that I don't have to go to school for this. One day I would like to, but for now, this is wonderful that I have this community and the professionals to lean on for those questions. So it went from being a very lonely job as a massage therapist. Most people don't want to chat during their massage, and I don't blame them, to being this. Here we are joining a community and talking about our goals and dreams and designing such a beautiful world for us to live in. And that's what I felt the whole time. I couldn't have told you it was this at all, but this was the answer. This was the solution, what I was praying for, to make that bigger impact in the world. And I feel like I'm just beginning, because this is really my first year that I'm working it as my only job. And I've seen just such beautiful blossoming already happening within my team. I see so many beautiful people just like opening up and exploring what's possible. And I love mentoring that aspect of it as well. So yeah, we are community based. I say I work for myself, but in community, and I lean on everyone here in our superfood community for all that support. So we gather together sometimes in person, and that is just so powerful. I've met a few people on this call, and I can't explain the potency of when we all gather with our big dreams of what we're ready to see this world and what we're ready to leave our children with. So I'm very grateful, and I'm excited just to keep going and keep glowing and sharing.
Yay, Anna, so inspiring. It's just been beautiful to watch your transformation and your heart and your authenticity and that ability to impact, your clients and your community in a bigger way and a deeper way, in a way that's really sustainable for them. So I love it. And yeah, we did just get to join up recently at a retreat with so much of our team and community, and also meet with Dave Sandoval, who's one of the owners and formulators and visionary. And it's just so incredible to be in person, and also to hear like his integrity, him and Amy, the owners, of their vision and why they're doing this. And I'm just so grateful every single day. And, just really honored that everybody came here today on this call to take some time and listen in. And I'm going to open it up to questions in a moment. But I also wanted to mention, this is a community. We're here for support for your health goals. We're also here for support for your personal development and your business goals. And so just finding the right pathway for you. And we do have a really lucrative fast start program for those that do want to explore and check out the business. You can earn $3,500 in your first few months just in bonuses. So it's something that's great to have in addition, especially if you're wanting to create that larger time freedom, or eventually like create that financial freedom, or be able to retire your husband, which so many people in our community have been able to do, or whatever that larger vision is. This is such an amazing vehicle and platform to bring it into reality and to share that voice at a larger level. So, connect in with the person that invited you. They can help answer your questions and get you started if you have questions. But, getting those additional bonuses and things, especially during this busy time of the season and gifting, can be really just so valuable. So we're here to serve you all. We love you all. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to go ahead and open it up to any questions.